Hello. I I could say that there was a moment when I said that I want to make a religion. And and as at this moment, I can say that it wasn't a religion that I wish to embark in creating. I can say that it was really more of figuring out how I could word it to myself in 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 what it means to say that I just really truly wish to be myself, to 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 say that, like, in a societal standard, you don't, and the idea of what it can mean to be human without looking in the box or out of the box. What is the box? You know, it what it really for to me, it 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 is that of the wise man is his own law, or the wise Hugh man is his own law, is their own law. I wonder if that's actually been was said but referred to it as man is his own law. Like, it really comes down to how you and pickle depict what it is of more masculine or feminine. But uh, like I'm saying, it is to work hard and to be kind. In those senses, that really brings it to that of, if I haven't harmed anybody, then what am I doing wrong? Like, it would be more, it could be more preferable to see it as like that. Like, it doesn't make a difference if everybody or anybody, one person, wants to do it. I would say you should take a class on it and get certified as a card, like a card, or have it as a certification that as you are knowledgeable about it and gonna become wise in it by actually doing it. Because it we can say that a blind person, or the person with the gift of being stronger in their other senses, or being gifted or choosing to experience what it is to live a life uh, within stronger senses through Never Your Eyes. Uh, Being that, the person that is fully wise into that of phrasing and formatting the letter, core ordering the letters so that the words may be formed in that of their accuracy in portraying the proponent and apropos of the showcasing within that of the bridge of what it is to come from one level to the next, or to the flow. As it is as more preferability if we all become enveloped, entwined within that of utilizing technology in that sense of, well, get rid of guns. If you don't make them like that, don't, you know. But as you're already videotaped in the store, you're already videotaped, you know, put a video camera in your house and in the car. Okay, let me go to that then. If everybody was digitalized or has a digital personality in a sense. So your DJ or your Diz or your digital DG, your DG. So your DG will be utilized in this scenario, or this, yeah, I guess it would be more referred to as a scenario, or the story, as the doctor asks its DG to ask your DG to ask you if that person can look at your records. So what is that actually saying? What is digital brother or digital brother? Oh, that was actually like a floor knee slap. A buzz. No more Big Brother. Well, not no more Big Brother, but to phrase it within this of the acceptance and the understanding of a historical sense of what Big Brother can be. In the same sense of saying what money or paper or the IOU or paper bartering is what I refer to it as money. And I don't buy something because I'm not sure, like, you can, it kind of semi boils down to consumerism in a sense. And since I'm a barterer, I barter. It's paper bartering to me. I do my time, and then that's how I get that. And, well, it's simply easy to say of if I want to be able to fully experience life in a joyful way of experiencing life, it kind of revolves around that of the group, the whole. With it like evolving around that, it really does assist, to, work as a group, be a team. I guess that's one reason why I do videos instead of just talk out loud to myself. Well, I guess I wouldn't call it talking out loud per se. That it is that of, I just like to hear my voice in a way that it's like somebody else is there. And because you can, in your thoughts, you don't hear your voice in a way of saying, as that of since it is somebody that is semi there in a sense, y- I can feel that I can discuss. I'm like having a discussion because there's somebody else there. As I can also rephrase it in the sense of saying, you choose to perceive that I'm saying your name, but in truth, I'm just saying a word. As it can be broken down to, that's one reason why I kind of wanted to get a religion in a sense. Also, it was a fearful sense in a sense of claiming that being able to get recognized in that sense, because that semi was the easier way, easy of saying, well, I want to be myself, that I want to be recognized in that sense, that the way I word myself and the way that I truly believe and feel it semi come I can say that I know what you that it's not really possible for it, preferable possible it is possible, but you to attempt to rephrase things, you cannot tell me how that I can't feel God my way, to say it in a simple sense, because I just and still stepping towards being able to rephrase that in a sense. As but yeah, even if there isn't that way, this is how I feel. I'm not saying you're wrong, because there isn't really wrong when you look at it from that of, well, there is wrong, but it can be reworded as this is a more preferable way of doing it, because we can say that, well, you can die if you do it that way. If you want to keep existing in this in that form or what, which is, then you should do it this way. So, subconsciously, do you have you, and then consciously or unconsciousness, conscious, it in your subconscious, that's really more of yourself or an ideal of your what you can be, as hmm. It just, in one way, it's easier to just kind of hide, as to not say anything. But in another way, it's kind of challenging. Really, it's a really good challenge to get heard, to get out there. I believe we we should all get DGs or whatnot, or get more within that of communicating or setting up that, And also, I don't want to live a life that somebody should change that. I want to be the one that at least attempts to changes it, that changes it. Because I know I changed it for myself, so I changed it. Oh, ah, uh, it it is a good challenge, to accept and whatnot, but is it really? It is accepting, but it. What awesomeness can a DG bring us as to walk into a store and then walk out? And then that's what you do, and you deducts it from whatnot. You know, you've got more control or being able to choose, and that choice being more fully lived in your house than as if your child goes to another person's house, as you ask that other person, would it be very preferable for you to correlate and live what I've asked of, well, let me rephrase that, never let my child watch this. As with that DG, you now also you only truly got to see one commercial one time, a commercial once, unless you really like that commercial. Then you can keep watching it or see it more or whatnot. There would be a channel for all the commercials. That's if another person that's with you is going to see it, it would give you the choice to leave. Or be like, I do not choose to leave, and I want that commercial to be a commercial I see next commercial, and this person will leave, or something like that. Well, that would be kind of cool, actually, where you actually see different commercials. Like it just plays a different commercial. You get to see something new if you've already seen that item, as that person will soon to see the item too, or whatnot. As always like getting past that. Like, if you buy a game, it's pliable. Or it's not pliable anymore. Let's rephrase that. Unless that capability has been granted to you, even though whatnot, if you're if you're gifted with that, then that's cool. If it's never there at that moment, then that's what it is too. As if it's never there at that moment, then what do you gotta do? You gotta go back to the thing, whatnot, and paper barter again, as to get it again. But didn't you already buy it? Yes, I get that, the whole copyright thing, but if you bought it, isn't it yours? See, that's where that's one of the lines, one of the things right there, that it's like it's worded this way, but then it's not really that way. It's something different because it's more towards the businesses, in a sense. That's why there's laws, and that's why there's a law of court, not a court of justice. Because if it was a court of justice, people would sit down and discuss it. Everybody would sit down and discuss it to bring everybody's voice to be heard. Is this preferable to you? Okay, then what do you see with this? In truth, it's different when it's like, we know this works, like building a building, there's that, but those people are more knowledgeable in that sense. But You don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you know. Do you know? I don't know. But I can say that it's more universal spirituality that I prefer to even pronounce as something in formulating the pathway of words of how I can say it to others of what I feel is God, my God, or our God, and whatnot. The Mother, Father essence. As I also believe that that type of thing, since it's not correlated into a religious kind of thing, well, and we can phrase it that way. There's other ways of phrasing things in that order, but um, it's that there are so many beings out there that live within that, at least for a day, at least within a day of like this thing of saying yes, like the yes man, saying yes to everything in a sense. I've done things like that. I'm not sure if I've ever said yes in a whole day to everything, but I've utilized the gift of optimizing into that of seeing the gift of what is never having hearing. What did I learn? You got to be cautious, because you may not want to hurt somebody that is unexpectedly, in a sense, they're gonna assume, in a sense of seeing is you can hear, so you want to go on one side or the other side. I used red lips, and I encountered a really awesome person and whatnot. I think I've put that story on a video or whatnot. Buzz. Buzz as since is it. I fully see that it's becoming more recognized because more people are willing to see themselves and feel something because it change and whatnot. Because I can say and I feel that the world has changed. Everything has changed. But in the same sense, in a historical sense, if that ended or began that the next thing of this, in a sense, or like war, that happened not because two rivals went at each other, because a bullet was gifted movement from a choice. But as I was saying, isn't it time to change? Isn't it? Isn't it time to change? To something different? Everything, taxes, all that. Like, I would be more opportune to doing that tax thing if I was granted the choice of choosing the 10%, which is a lot, obviously, to the military in any of that sense. I don't agree with that. It's not preferable to me. I can understand how it can be, but we're all foolish and silly for even choosing to utilize that such a thing on in such a way. But regardless, why aren't I valued? I mean, I am, but as if you're not in a group, you're not valued. You're not really valuable in that sense or worth something. Well, let me rephrase that actually. You are. You're very valuable and worth so much. You're so beautiful and inspiring and inspiring, awe-inspiring, because you're so awesome. And thank you. I love you so much. You're so beautiful. I feel so touched knowing that you allowed me into your life. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me into your life. That is so beautiful. Forever I shall be humbled in knowing that I have been chosen to be seen as worthy. Thank you for allowing myself to know how much I can be loved and how much I'm loved. That I am loved. That I am loved. As within that, it makes sense to me, but in the same sense, since I have chosen to live my life this way and feel this way, to feel valued and worth something, to never say that I'm not worthy, that I'm not valuable. It's a challenge to me to correlate within the societal choosing. To be willing to love myself in the way of saying, there are those that wear a mask, and when they get home, that's not what everybody is crazy. There are those that choose to go home and take off their mask, to go home and to take off their mask and to relax and to kick back, but also not really truly be fake. Well, maybe that's not necessarily the case for everybody, but more the people that are by themselves or truly can be open with others, with somebody, whatnot. And there are those that just love themselves. You guys are very beautiful. You are one of the most beautiful creatures that exists. Within that beauty, you are beauty. But you guys enjoy. You guys enjoy your existence and all that it may be. Thank you for you.